What happened today was SPY broke a big bear flag on the weekly chart. So you always have to pay attention to what the market is doing. You can't just keep buying that bottom, the dips, just because you think it's too low. Of course, you have to have your 3 or 4 pillars when you're trading or investing in the stock market. You need to look at the technicals, then you need to look at macro, then of course the stock fundamentals. All those pillars combine for you to make a right analysis in the stock market. The fundamentals will tell you what to buy, but the macro environment, the technicals tell you when to buy, when to not buy, and when to manage your risk, when to stop out of your long positions or when to invest. Market works in cycles, guys. Market goes up, market goes down. That's perfectly fine. But if you buy any investment at the top of the market cycle, like what we were in last 2-3 months, then of course your long-term investments will be down significantly. Buying things at top of the market cycle, that's what you do not do it. You buy in the correction. You need to know your levels, you need to know your risk management, you need to have a repeatable system. So what's happening right now? We all know that Trump announced this reciprocal tariffs and the market just flushed. Initially yesterday, Trump first talked about 10% tariffs, and when he said that, initially what we saw yesterday was the market, when he announced the 10% tariff, we had a bounce, but when he brought out the big chart, then people realized, no, it's not just a 10% tariff, which was alright. It was more than that. And that's when the market panicked and everybody started selling. So we don't do politicals. We stick with the system. Our job is to make money in the market and preserve what we have. That is our job. So anyways, the tariffs, they're basically not right for the economy. Long term might be good, but our job as a traders is to analyze and make a decision. So what I analyzed, or what I told my community or my followers, that be safe. If you have long positions, cut them and trade short, because the stock market is run by the companies. Companies make profit, they grow their revenue, they grow their profit, and the company stock goes up, and that's how we make money in the stock market. Now, when you put huge tariffs across the world, so what happened? Take example of China, 34% tariff. So anybody who is manufacturing, bringing in their parts from all across the world, they are going to have to pay more tariffs. So what does that mean? The company has to shell out more money out of their pockets. So they have smaller profits. So their next earnings growth forecast will be weakened. The growth will be weakened. So that the companies will say they will make less money next quarter. That's why there's no growth. Means the stock price shouldn't be where it is, and the investors sell. The companies pass these costs to the consumers. So it brings more inflation. Then companies even fire people. That brings more unemployment. That reduces the purchasing power. It's a big cycle, and then Fed has to come in, try to save the economy. Our point is to figure out why the stocks are selling off, how to manage our risk. Even if we are buying, we can't go crazy buying without risk analysis. You will see the stocks like the computer stocks, Micron, Dell, HP computers. They may bring their parts from all across the world, and they are going to pay a lot of money on these tariffs to make those computers, even here in America. And that's why they sold off. It's pretty simple. And of course, there is fear. So we are in that pretty bad environment right now. So if somebody tells you, oh, it's a face ripper rally coming in, oh, we are going to bounce, right? Yes, eventually we will recover. But when and how we will recover depends upon the government policies upon these tariffs. Even Trump has said there's going to be pain, short-term pain, but just going blindly buying, it's not the environment. So their technicals, the systems, they are there in place. People have lost so much money in the last few weeks because we are used to this bull market last 1 year, everything going up. Right now, market is scared of recession. How long these tariffs will stay around? At the end of the day, this will impact companies here in USA, their profits, their margins, their revenues. We are not perma bears, we are not perma bulls. We trade the trend. When the trend changes, you don't really have to find the bottom.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.